all you need to know, the Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning. The weekend is nearly here. Let me tell you everything you need to know before you get there. I'm Alex Matthew and this is the daily morning update from Bloomberg Quint. Today is the 24th of May. Yesterday marked the culmination of the largest democratic exercise in the world. It was the day that decided which of the 8,000 political candidates that campaigned extensively across India during the Lok Sabha elections would manage to capture the 542 seats of the House. More than 67% of registered voters turned out to vote and their mandate was clear. The Narendra Modi-led BJP not only managed to win majority by itself, it also beat its tally from 2014, something that many doubted would be possible, especially because it was facing anti-incumbency. The BJP walked away with 303 Lok Sabha seats. Rahul Gandhi conceded defeat. If that's not enough to spice up your morning chai session, here's another fact. BJP's tally of 62 in Uttar Pradesh is higher than the Congress managed across India. It won 52 seats, only slightly better than its performance in 2014. In an address in the evening yesterday, Prime Minister Modi promised he would not work towards a self-promoting agenda and that his mind and body were only for the people of India. He also promised to work together with his harshest critics. Market experts cheered the clear mandate and said that the continuance of policy and stability of government were big positives. Ratings agency Moody's said its credit view on India will depend on policies of the new government and expressed hope that the country would continue with its fiscal consolidation plan. Now, some of you will have noticed that the Nifty hit 12,000 in yesterday's session and the Sensex breached the 40,000 mark. They didn't stay at those heady levels for very long though and ended up closing lower by about 0.7% each. If you're curious, foreign institutional investors net bought equity worth over 1,350 crore rupees in yesterday's session, while the domestic institutional investors net sold stocks worth nearly 600 crore rupees. In international news, President Trump said a trade agreement with China remains a good possibility as he announced the administration's latest farm aid package. He called Huawei very dangerous but said the blacklisted company could be included in any potential deal. Earlier, the IMF said US companies are paying almost all the costs from the administration's levies, disputing the president's assertions that Beijing is footing the bill. Meanwhile, China blamed Washington for wrecking trade talks and urged it to fix wrong practices to resume talks. In the UK, Theresa May is on her way out. The only question is when. The UK Prime Minister will inform her advisers today when she plans to step down, which the Financial Times said is expected to be the week of June 10. EU elections started yesterday in the UK and results won't be known until after the rest of the bloc votes, mainly Sunday. In international markets, US stocks ended lower once again. The Dow and the Nasdaq lost about 0.4% each, while the S&P 500 fell 0.3%. The three early risers in Asia are all negative at this point. With that, it's over to Darshan Mehta for the trade setup for the day in India. Morning, Darshan. How are we looking to end the week?
Hi Alex, good morning. Good morning everyone. Global cues are okay. The SGX Nifty, however, is up almost 50 points at this point of time given the fact that crude has corrected and we got a decisive mandate yesterday. But we are back with earnings. Grasim Industries and JSW Steel will be the Nifty companies that will report numbers today. Among the other companies, REC, Page Industries, Coffee Day Enterprises, Dish TV, AstraZeneca Pharma and Bata are some of the other companies which will report numbers today. Among the numbers reported, Sun TV results were below estimates. The movie revenue and part of IPL revenue was booked and that aided the financial. The profits missed estimates due to higher movie amortization. TRAI's new regime hit the TV business for the company, but the management is optimistic on the digitization upside. E-clerk services revenues up 1%, EBITDA down 1%, and net profit was down 8%. Profit was hit as the other income was down 40% over the last year. The outlook remains cloudy from the painful transition that the company is doing. CLSA is saying that the margins have rebounded, but it will remain volatile till the on-site business reaches scale. Novartis revenues were down 12%, profit was down 26% on the back of lower other income, but they posted an EBITDA gain of 20 crores versus a loss last time around on the back of cost controls. Healthcare Global revenues up 16%, EBITDA up 3%. There was a net loss of 8.5 crores versus a net profit of 2.6 crores last time. Eros International revenues down 6%, profit up 15%, EBITDA was down 31%, so operationally weak. The only reason profit was up because other income doubled to 38 crores versus 19 crores. Reliance Capital plans to sell cumulative 8.66% stake in Reliance Nippon, and that will be worth 1155 crore. There's an OFS of 5.3 crore shares, and that will be done at a price of 218, which is a discount of 7.6%. Zuari Agrochemicals in focus. ICRA downgrades both the short-term and long-term funds worth 4,215 to D rating, and Radico Khaitan, the Pollution Control Board, revokes the closure directions on the company's UP plant, so positive for that company. But there's much more you need to know before trade actually starts. For that, log on to our website bloombergquint.com and click on the All You Need to Know tab, and you will be prepared for morning trade.
Thanks, Darshan. Well, that's all we have for you on this podcast and in fact for this week. But there's a lot more on the website bloombergquint.com. Don't forget to check it out over the course of today and also over the weekend. We'll speak to you again on Monday. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Alex Matthews signing off.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you could listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma. Or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.